Hello, how you doing? Today I'd like to talk about if you dealing with the class, where's a rowdy class, the kids are great but rowdy at the same time. Maybe uh, that could be around the bush, a difficult class. Oh, what do you do if the kids like to yell, get out the seats, play fight, verbal fight? Thank goodness not physical fight. But what do you do, especially if the teachers come in the classroom, if the disciplinary come in the classroom, and seeing if you have it, even though you know you have it. Let's say the students or scholars want to go see the disciplinarian, and they didn't give you a chance to get control of the class because they think you don't have it. So you have to stick to your guns. Don't get upset. Don't get overwhelmed. Even if they yell, even if they're at 10, I'll tell you, doesn't mean you be at 10 out of 10. I know I said the 80-20 rule, but you have to be careful with that because you want to save your voice. Because even if you talk at 80%, you can still lose your voice and suffer from laryngitis. So what I recommend that you do is you use your voice maybe 60%, 70% of the time. Maybe have a 6 out of 10 volume or 7 out of 10 volume. But 8 out of 10, that's kind of pushing it. I know you got to get the class to listen to you. I know it could be overwhelming, it could be annoying, it could be frustrating. But you have to have patience with the kids while being stern at the same time. So you basically have to show tough love, but you can do it. So, once again, and I know there's one or two students who don't stop. You tell them no, and they'll still keep going. You have that, the one or two difficult students, but you got to put your foot down and to establish order. Maybe they're not used to you. Maybe there's a lot of teachers, but don't think that your work has fallen on deaf ears. Just continue to stick to the agenda and teaching the class to the best of your abilities. Ask God to give you the guidance, the leadership to have control of the kids, whether it's the 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15-year olds, grades 5 to 8. And just for your FYI, please be careful even if you pray in the classroom. Even though I know you're not going to denounce your father or you're not ashamed of the gospel, but still you got to be careful because Satan might use even the little kids and say, "Oh, look at the teacher. He praying. He's not supposed to pray in the classroom." So I don't want the disciplinarian or the principal to say, "We like you and all," but if you do so, that's conflict of interest or that could confuse the kids. I don't want them to put it on your permanent record, and I want you to get upset and feel a certain type of way. So what you could do is maybe pray outside or pray in the bathroom at your free time. Even if you're on your free time, please don't pray in the classroom. If you pray in the classroom, you can have the door closed, but then there's cameras. And once again, you're not trying to downgrade your father, but you want to keep your job too and keep your career. You still have to use discernment. You have to differentiate the difference. You understand? I don't want anybody to say anything. Because once again, Satan might use the kids or even maybe even the staff. You, you understand? So you still pray to God, but you have to pray to God smart because this is your career. This is your tender on the line. And another thing too is if you made teacher of the year, and the kids is maybe giving you a hard time, don't listen to Satan and let you think that you don't have it or that uh, they just let you be teacher of the year for nothing. They let you be teacher of the year for a reason because they see you as an asset. They see you bring value to the classroom. That you have a unique rapport with the kids. So, for example, let's say you have a teacher of the year party. Then the next day the kids give you a hard time and run for your money. Don't think that um, you don't know what you're doing or that you are incompetent or not proficient. You are all those things. It's just that you just can't let your guard down. You can't. And I know the kids drain you and I take a lot of energy, but just continue to keep doing what you doing to get to teacher of the year. Please stay humble. You can still be confident, and I know you don't want to get the big head. You could do both. Remember, this is about discernment. But once again, you just go harder. This is only the beginning, meaning go stronger in teaching the kids and doing what you're doing. Keep being you. Keep on sharing your implementing your teaching strategies with the kids, with the teachers, with the principal, with the disciplinarian, because this could lead to better opportunities down the line. Maybe even a different employment. Maybe you might be promoted to a dean. Maybe you might be promoted to a disciplinarian. Who knows what the teacher of the year may bring. So if you had a tough day after you had a teacher of the year party or you had your teacher of the year reward. Don't get discouraged. Don't get upset. Don't get frustrated. That's what say is coming at you. He's gonna come at you hard, and thinking that you can't control the class or you can't communicate to the kids. You can do all those things. Satan, he just want you to throw in the towel right after you did something big. So once you get a reward, you know that Satan, he comes at you the hardest, or not just after the reward, but before and after. So you got to be cognizant of Satan's strategy, so he won't make you fall off guard or fall off your purpose, fall off your grind. Keep on striving. Keep on doing your best. Be the best version of yourself. Another thing too is if you teach in math or science, that's one of the most difficult uh, classes or subjects to teach because you got to be knowledgeable and be entertaining and interested at the same time because the kids, that's when they may misbehave and like to fight and play fight and throw things and want to do all sorts of stuff to make time go by, especially an hour long class in science or math. So you have to try different ways, do experiments, do the disappearing penny, where you pour the water and put the penny underneath the jar, and then you pour the water, and the penny disappear, which is a reflection of light, where the light escapes the penny and enters the glass and enters the water, where the light creates its own reflection of the glass and the water. Look at me being scientific. And other experiments for science, excuse me, you can do the volcano, you can do the tornado in the water bottle, you can do the lava lamp. You can do those four different science experiments via projects with the students to make time go by fast. So you don't just do it with them, but let them write notes, let them explain the steps, the process afterwards. Then they can experiment with a friend uh, on their own with you. Keep in mind that the kids are trying to look for the best deal. You can get them a good deal and they'll still have something to say that's not fair. Not all kids, but most kids can be a little selfish. I love them, but keeping it real with you, that the kids might want what's in the best interest for them. For example, they may want to sit in the seat for 45 minutes, but they don't realize that the other kids may want to take turns. So you try to say 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 12 minutes. They say that's not good enough. So what you have to do is be a little certain, put your foot down. They don't care if they get upset. Don't care if they storm off. That doesn't make you a bad teacher. That doesn't make you a lousy person. You just trying to be fair with everybody by treating everybody the same. Because if that one student want 45 minutes in the chair, the teacher's chair, and the other students may want 45 minutes in the teacher's chair. So you gotta pick and choose. And the kids, they might twist your words or hang on to every word. For example, you said next time you can sit in the chair, but you didn't say the whole period. You just said next time. See, so that's why you gotta be clear. But if you don't beat yourself up too, if you didn't say the whole, you might have didn't say 10 minutes because the student might say you didn't say that, but you could also say I didn't say you could sit in the whole chair either. Maybe I could have been more clear, but I did keep my promise and you stick to what you believe into because if you go with what the kids say, they'll jam you up. Even the little kids too. Don't let them manipulate you. Don't let them gaslight you. Don't let them blackmail you or anything. Because it's amazing how small they can start. So you gotta stick to your words, and that's how you're gonna survive in that profession. Sometimes, if you made a mistake, admit to it, of course. By saying my bad, you're right, I'm wrong. Keep it moving. And another thing too is don't let the people condescend you because if you let people condescend you, the kids they'll go on even worse than people. I say, do you see that? Do you understand that? Okay, so don't let the people condescend you. You can let them come down hard on you 2 or 3 times, but then you tell them that let's move on now. Don't let them just use you as a punching bag. Too. Don't let them the people bully you. The teachers, if you made a mistake, the staff, nobody. You understand? Because you're a grown man. You're a grown woman. You're human. You're very smart. You're very intelligent. So don't let people be hard on you 4 times in a row, 3 times, and that's it. And once again, don't let the kids condescend you or anything like that. By making you feel small, feel as if you don't know what you're talking about. If you get the class wrong, or if you get uh, the name wrong. Another important part of this video is not just giving them work. It's not teaching. Sure, you know how to keep them busy, but in order to be a good teacher, you got to teach them before the classroom too by saying, "What's my 3 rules? No yelling, no screaming, no getting out your chairs, no play fighting." You tell them, don't be afraid. You can say, "Who's my secretaries?" You can even show them the sign volume 1 or volume height 1. That means inside voices. We're going to use volume 1 voice or volume height 1 voices. If the students have something to say, you stick to your guns. But say, we're going to try. You're going to do it anyway, whether you like it or not. Don't be afraid of sticking to your guns. That's what being a teacher is all about. Sticking to your guns and following the rules. Don't do what they want to do all the time. They got to do what you tell them to do. So at the door, make sure that they're in a straight line. Make sure that you say volume down. Hands up, volume down, eyes on a crown. And so where's the crown? You can get a crown for Burger King for all I care. Then you say, where's my secretary? Who want to be my secretary? Read the message. Or you can say volume 1 voice. We're going to use that emphasize voices. We'll keep our hands to ourselves. We're going to stay in our seat. If you can't follow these simple directions that I take off points, then you get no recess. So you got to mean it with conviction. That's what's going to help you to survive. And another thing, maybe you could give them a fact. 3 facts might overpull it, might overdo it because they'll be ready to be in the classroom. But you could let them, before you get in the classroom, talk to them, having a secretary meeting, a student secretary meeting, get them a fact by, I say, what is photosynthesis? What is ecosystem? What is chlorophyll? What is foliage? Foliage. Excuse me. After they answer your questions, you can make a fun to it. If you let them get out of class early for lunchtime for gym and you got 5 minutes left, you can let them pass the note. You can let them pass a quiet note. You can let them pass a quiet ball. Uh, After that, you could do some facts where they can win some money, and they could take it home with them. Uh, where you say, what degrees is considered freezing, or let's see who wants a surprise. And another thing too is you can tell the students if they fight, uh, keep the eye on the prize. So you can say surprise, eye on the prize. So what I recommend that you do is you teach them 3 times before the classroom, quick quick facts in the classroom, and you can say, somebody give me a quick fact, right quick, real quick, real quick. 3 facts in the classroom. 3 facts in the hallway before the classroom. 3 facts in the classroom. 3 facts after the classroom. And you have a total of 9, 10 facts. That's how you do teaching. That's how you mediate the behavior, control the behavior, where it becomes more immaculate, more natural, where you're not raising your voice as much. So you gotta be able to teach the students in the classroom that the most you can do 3 times as a minimum, and maybe the maximum 5 or 6 times. And that's how you're gonna go places as a teacher. I'm telling you right now. Another thing too is know the student's name, cause that's your friend. That's it. If another teacher's in the classroom with you, when you know all their names, they can't tell you nothing. That's where you're real confident. That's where they can't. And the students might try to show off and be smart. Say that's not my name. You said my name wrong. Well, you know darn well you said that name correctly. So that's why it's important to stick to your guns, stick to your beliefs, because you know what you're talking about. You know what you're doing. You may make mistakes, but it be little mistakes. But if you make little mistakes, don't let the students act as if you just commit a felony, because most of them are good with that because they try to take power from you and thinking that you can't run the show, but you can run the show. And if there's a student who tries to take over without your permission, say, I appreciate you helping me, but I'll let you know when I need your help. You can help me during the game time. Lead a teacher me, I, but you gotta be careful with that too. You gotta really choose your words wisely with the kids because they hold on your every word, especially the ladies or the girl students. Boy students too, but girl students, really. I think I said everything I need to say. Thanks for listening. Please have a blessed day. See you later. Stay blessed. God bless. I will talk to you later. God bless.